Alright, hello everybody, welcome to the channel. So today's video is the first one that I'm putting up on my channel, and it's going to be a review of my first 10 days in MidasDAO. So I've invested in total about $25,000 across a number of DAOs and projects, and I wanted to share my progress with you. So if you're interested in knowing where my money is and what I'm doing, drop a follow, leave a comment down below, and let me know what kind of DAOs you're into. And before we begin, this is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing with my money. You can do whatever you want with your money. You don't need to copy me, and you probably shouldn't copy me. Well, let's start with MidasDAO. Now, MidasDAO has been around for, if we bring up the chart, has been around for about since the 3rd of December, so the better part of 3 weeks, something along those lines. Now, it's a decentralized reserve currency, and if you don't know about it, it's one of the better performing DAOs on Avalanche, and that is the chain that it's on. So some of the key metrics we can look at here: 86% of all Crown is the native token to this DAO, is staked. The treasury balance is sitting at 18,000, 18 million, excuse me. Total value locked of about 70 million, and the current APY of a lot, way more than I can say. So now, obviously, my stake inside MidasDAO right now is around 11 Crown, which you can see over here, worth about $3,500. The current price at the time of recording of a Crown token is $318. There has been a peak of around $500, which obviously sends my value way up. So but that's not what you want to know. You want to know where I started and how it is going. So let's go all the way back to the beginning, to the 9th of December, where I converted 4 AVAX to get around about 2.27 coins at a price of $150. Now, since then, I added a couple coins along the way by something I call scraping. So scraping is basically taking rebases from other coins and dropping them in here. But for all intents and purposes, I started with about 4.27 coins, and my current stake is around about 12, which gives me a total reward of 7.73, which is 181% gain on my tokens, which is a token gain in value from my original stake of 2,493, which obviously my current holdings is around about $3,800. This is slightly different, I think, from what it says on here. One of those is not updated with the other, but I think that this project is going to go extremely far. I think this will be one of the top 3 projects on AVAX, if not one of the top 2. So let's now go to kind of where I bought in, and you can see the journey from start to finish. So I bought in originally on the 9th of December, somewhere around here. I mean, I couldn't have really picked a better place to buy in. Have ridden the wave the whole entire time. I've taken out Midas a single time once, and I only took out 0.2, and that was just because I wanted to invest in another project, which, if you follow the channel, I'll get into those projects too. So it's been quite a strong performance in my opinion. It's moved pretty much in the upward trajectory, only broken this trend line once or twice. I think I could probably make this trend line more along the lines of this, to be honest, something like that maybe, but it's moving in the upwards direction, gaining value, and having big peaks and troughs, which is kind of nice to trade in, which I haven't been doing because I want to stay in the project and I don't want to avoid missing any rebases. Now, if we go back to where I started and where I began, I started 10 days ago with around about $340 worth of Crown, and now I'm sitting on close to 4,000, depending on the value of the Crown token. Now, the DApp itself, super easy to use, much like all of the other forks of OM. They're all pretty much the same, but this one, what caught me first, to be honest, is this main website. It just looks different, and I think these guys have hired actual website designers to spend money on their website rather than some of the other dApps or DAOs where they've just basically they've done it themselves, and then they've done the front end, and they don't really care what it looks like. I think these guys have actually spent money, and if you follow their Discord, which I am a part of, their Discord, they have all the announcements upcoming where they are saying that they're going to be spending lots of money on marketing in the next sort of month or so. I think they've got a lot of crypto influencers on YouTube, TikTok, and the like who are going to be doing videos on MidasDAO. So, in my opinion, I think this is a pretty good project to be involved in, and I can see the ceiling being pretty high. Now, and speaking of ceiling, we keep hitting a ceiling of around $500. 495, I think, is the cap here. So we've bounced off of that 3 times, and we'll be testing new time highs, I think, in the near future. But anyway, yeah, so my first 10 days have been extremely successful. I really, really love this project. I love what the guys are doing over there, guys and girls. I love what the devs are doing over there. And I think this project is going to go a long way. But in my opinion, going from $340 all the way up to $4,000, depending on the price, I think is pretty damn good in 10 days. Am I going to be selling anytime soon? Probably not. I might take up my original stake when this gets somewhere around 20, and then I will just leave this to run. So that's it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please leave it down in the comments below. As I said before, I have invested $25,000 across many different projects, the majority of that being in time and others. But if you'd like to know how the progress has been over the last sort of 3 weeks, do drop it down in the comments down below.